Hi everybody, I'm Sandy Oliver, as you know, and I'm going to be walking through our fourth study guide for Exam 4. And it's the same kind of thing that we've been doing all along, a little bit more of it in places. We have our definitions matching, they're 2 points apiece, there are 20 of them. We have our definition short answer, which is the official book definitions. Please do not go off script for these. They're 5 points apiece, and I believe there are 15 of them. So, we get 60 points off of that, 65 points of that. Anyway, it's a lot, okay? And I think most people do okay with this because you take me at my word, the official book definition. I also write them on the board during the lectures, so they're there. Even the last three who are not in the glossary at the very back of the book, but they are in the chapter and the chapters, and I explain that to you in the chapter video, so go watch that. For the short answers, directions, and such, you don't have to do these exercises. I'm just showing you where to go to study. If you want to do one that we didn't do for homework and put it in there, that'll get you some extra credit as well. But remember that your homework credit for the study guide is only the stuff at the end. Okay, so study guide 4A practice is for your actual essay. It's a 50-point question. There are only 245 points in the whole test. So do your math. So I'm going to give you two things to do to prepare you for the test. One, in Study Guide 4A Practice, I'm going to have you write, for the practice, you're going to fill out this questionnaire. And it's going to help you get ready to write your essay. The worldview questionnaire basically sets up, I think it's 5 sections. Excuse me. And so, how did you get to be who you are? Okay, what's your worldview? That's the main point here. And so it takes you through things like family, history, any kind of cultural or religious background, some things about your mentors and friends, how you make decisions, and how your worldview differs at least slightly from everybody else's. Okay, so it's a reflection basically on that last chapter, morality and the law kind of thing. And so the worldview questionnaire is going to be your study guide practice. It gets you your homework credit for 4A. To get your homework credit for 4B, it's kind of a normal thing. Answer all 4 parts for each assigned question in the chapter 13, integrated exercises, numbers 2, 6, and 13. Okay, those have 4 parts in each. Follow the directions for number 16 and 20. They're a little bit different, and they're all between pages 507 and 508 in the book. So if you want to go directly to them, you get on a page, any page, and there's a box at the bottom of the page that gives you kind of an idea of where you are. Highlight that, put in 507, and then go. And it'll take you to this. Okay? These 2 pieces are the things that you're going to have to do for homework. They're the things that'll get you credit. The worldview questionnaire, I used to use it for a paper, and I think it will be very helpful for this piece here, so that you can write about your worldview. The other reason why I chose this over what I used to do, is that your worldview is important. Okay, like we learned at the very beginning, your worldview is what shapes how you respond to things, what you know, helps you understand other people. There's all kinds of things in there. And so I want you to spend some time thinking about, okay, how did you get to be who you are? Okay, and sometimes it's very interesting for you, because there are a lot of things that we don't really consciously think of. We don't consciously go, oh, that's where I get that from. Sometimes, Okay, but not very often, and so I think this will be helpful for you. Plus, it's a little less stress than reading an article and responding to the article, and did I get it right? Did I have enough time for it to go in my head? You know who you are, okay? And this is a way to kind of go, oh, that's how I got to be this, and that's how this works, and why I do this thing. It's helpful, and it's also going to be useful for you in the long run, I think. So that's the 4A. It will be attached with the study guide homework and such, so you have it there. Trying to figure out what else I should tell you. Oh, on 4B, make sure you do all 5 questions and answer all the parts of the questions. That way you get your homework credit. Anything that you do to study for the exam, prepare for the exam, if you write out some questions, if you write out or type out, either way, the big words or whatever, turn that in with your homework, one of them anyway, and you can earn up to 5 extra credit points. So whichever one you turn in first, okay, whatever, and then the other one can earn that normal 2 points. So you can earn extra 7 points at this point. Point. How many times can I say point? I don't know. I know exams are always stressful, not just for students either. And so I want to make sure that you have enough prep and enough insight into the test in order to do well. Like the others have been, this is open note, open book, but use your own work. Don't look things up on the internet because they will be wrong. Just saying. What we're doing in this class, of course, by now, is very specific to the class. And so if you're counting on the internet to give you your answers, you're not going to do very well. Okay, so do what you're supposed to do. Walk through the chapters, watch the videos, do the homework, and you'll be fine. Seriously. There are very few individuals who get an A in my class who haven't done the work. Okay, we all know people like that, right? They can look at something and go, oh, that's how that works. Okay, if that's not you, it's not me. Make sure that you do the work and give it your best shot. We'll be through here shortly. So if you have questions or you need something from me as far as like end of the term stuff, go ahead and send that along as well. Okay? I hope you have a great day. I hope you are finishing your term strong, that these 8 weeks have not killed us, and that we can go on and do what we need to do. Okay? So, like I said, I hope you have a great day. Hope your semester ends well. If you have questions, you know where to find me. Email me. Okay? Bye, and good luck.